Hello darlings, I am Cassandra. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for coming. In today's video, we're going to dive deep into the mysteries of an ancient and powerful symbol, Abrasax. This sacred name and figure has played a vital role in mystical traditions for centuries, and understanding its meaning can profoundly enhance your spiritual journey. So let's unravel the historical significance and symbolism of Abrasax. Abrasax is sometimes spelled capital A-B-R-A-S-A-X, but it can also be spelled capital A-B-R-A-X-A-S. And it's more than just a word. It is a divine entity, a symbol of cosmic unity, and a key to unlocking esoteric wisdom. Its origin traces back to a late antiquity, particularly with Gnostic traditions, alchemy, and mysticism. But who or what is Abrasax, child? Historically, Abrasax appears prominently in Gnostic texts from around the 2nd to the 4th century CE. Gnosticism was an early spiritual movement emphasizing direct knowledge of the divine and the awakening of the soul. In these teachings, Abrasax is regarded as the ultimate divine name, a symbol of the divine fullness, a representation of the supreme and unknowable God. So beyond Gnosticism, Abrasax also plays a crucial role in alchemy and magic. Alchemists viewed it as a powerful symbol of transformation, turning base into spiritual gold, and of the union of opposites. Now, the name Abrasax is believed to be a sacred or mystical word carrying divine power. Some scholars suggest it's derived from Greek roots, with interpretations pointing to it representing the great name, a divine utterance capable of invoking cosmic forces. Now, interesting enough, the name is associated with numerology. Many believe that its letters encode a sequence of divine attributes or energies, making it a potent incantation or sigil for spiritual work. Abrasax is much more than an ancient symbol. It is a gateway to understanding the divine unity that underpins all existence. By exploring its origins and symbolism, practitioners can harness its potent energy to deepen their spiritual journey. Whether invoked during meditation, inscribed on sacred objects, or contemplated in quiet reflection, Abrasax invites us to remember our divine nature, embrace transformation, and step into the fullness of spiritual awakening. Meditating on Abrasax is a gateway to divine knowledge, and I'm going to give you a really brief meditation. So invoking or meditating upon Abrasax can serve as a powerful reminder of the pursuit of divine wisdom. Its symbolism encourages practitioners to seek inner knowledge, transcend dualities, and realize their divine nature. So what you want to do is, here is just a brief invocation. Great Abrasax, divine name of wisdom and protection, I call upon your sacred presence. Shine your light upon me, ward off all negativity, and awaken my inner knowledge. I open myself to your divine guidance. You want to focus on a sigil or image. You want to maybe burn a white or purple candle. Write your intentions down. Be very specific. And close the ritual with thanking Abrasax for its presence. Extinguish the candle and incense respectfully. And your answer will come to you in a meditation. I really hope that you enjoyed this brief introduction to Abrasax, and I'll tell you more about him in person. Hello darlings, I am Cassandra. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. So I have with me today Abrasax that I created, and let me tell you, let's be clear, you don't wake up and decide to create Abrasax. Abrasax decides to create, you're going to create him through you. I don't know if that makes sense or not. I've been struggling with really how to format this video and what to say, but I do want to introduce him. I have been sleeping a lot since I created him. The day that I completed making him, I slept for 12 hours straight, and I've just been sleeping a lot, and I know that it has to do with transformation and going through a spiritual awakening, but I just want to just show you him in person. I'm going to go over his body with you to show you how I made him. I wanted to give him a majestic feel. Like I wanted, if you are a divine entity, I wanted you to have a ooh la la, you know, an energy about you. So, you know, while I was making him, what kept coming to me was be yourself. Like, you don't have to try to make me like anybody else. I chose you because I want you to create me through your energy, like the way you want to see me present. So the first thing is I made his beak with goat leather, and I gave it I painted it with an ombre of gray. Let me see, can I get it in focus? Gray, I think a bronze and a gold. And then I sculpted the nose and his lashes. I don't know if you can see them here. His lashes are made from feathers, right? And oh, I am using real rooster feathers. So everything you see, all of the feathers, like this is the part of the rooster feathers that make up the cape or the hackle, and this is the wattle, which I wanted it to have a little style to it. So as you can see, oh wait, let me see, can I flip it up? Yeah, I wanted it to have like a pop of color around it. And like these are the hackle feathers that make up the cape of roosters. And these are also rooster feathers around his waist as well. I sculpted his body. Let me see, can I get it in focus here? I sculpted his body. Oh, let me get it. And I gave him a six-pack. And these are faux leather nipples, and also he is anatomically correct. And I made his male body parts out of leather as well, including, you know, the whole thing. And it's, yeah, and I inserted gemstones and herbs that represent wisdom and transformation. And so this is his crown, and we're going to get to that. And as you can see, I wanted something that was like, this is his crown. Like I don't want it to be a small thing. I want it to stand out. So this is like a faux metallic red leather, and on the inside, I don't know why in my mind there's this pop of color that I wanted to stand out, the gold. And I painted his eyes because I know from making my dolls that if I don't paint their eyes, they don't come to life, so to speak. It's almost like if I don't give the doll's eyes my energy, then it has a flat look to it. So I wanted him to, you know, come to life, so to speak. So he has his little, I think, what do you call this? Like is it cat's eye gold for his nails, because I thought it would kind of complement the ensemble here. And like I said, I have even gave him like a little bit of a rooster tail. These are real rooster feathers, by the way. And I just wanted him, I thought it would be a nice touch. And so now the serpents, or that I use cobras. I made this out of faux leather, right, with the snake print, and then I used a deep burgundy velvet for the bottom underbelly because I wanted it to pop. You know, I like I always like a pop of color, and I like for things to look sort of dramatic. I don't know why. I just, if I'm going to make it, I want to know that, you know, that if I'm going to use my time to make it, I want it to stand out. And this is sort of like a dragon head that I wanted to look like feet, so to speak. Like, you know, maybe like, how do I think I'm trying to turn this way. There we go. So you can see his face. I don't know, for some reason I'm not getting this in focus. Let me try it this way. Maybe like this. Oh, there we go. So these are the heads, and I decided to make the cobra heads kind of look more like a dragon head because I wanted it to not look like a doll. I wanted it to have an energy about it, not like, oh, that's a cute little gardener snake. No, I wanted it to be mighty, right? And then for the teeth, I used skewers. Yeah, I did. I used the tip of skewers. I painted them with nail polish, and I thought it looked pretty cool. So this is my Abrasax fabric being. He has a very strong energy from the moment I made him. Like I said, let me get myself together. From the moment I made him, I fell asleep. And but he brought a certain peace to me as well. But his energy is extremely, when I say strong, I just mean I don't know, I feel peaceful, I feel protected, but I also feel like I just want to hibernate, so to speak. Like I just want to hibernate. Now I want to tell you the story that was coming to me as I was creating Abrasax. The story that was coming to me as I was creating him was about the importance of looking at life in terms of things that happen to us. If once we label it good or bad, we put it in a category, and sometimes we overlook or we misinterpret the significance of the experience and how it is going to impact our lives. And so I was thinking about, while I was making him, how I lost my virginity, right? And I don't want to regurgitate the story, but you know, it was taken from behind a church by a boy in my class. And what came to me while I was creating Abrasax is, okay, guys, so in a I've had a past lifetime reading before, and in this past life reading, I found out that in one of my lifetimes I was a nun, a sister, a Catholic nun, and I had a really good time. And a lot of my friends who are my friends in this lifetime were a part of that convent. And so, you know, when you are a nun, you take vows of chastity and obedience, and I remember that during that moment when, you know, this whole thing was happening, I just kept saying to him, like, I want to give this to my husband, to my future husband. Like, I didn't feel like he was taking anything from me. I felt like he was taking something from my husband, you know, whoever this person was going to be. And after that, I felt like, well, since it's Turner's, I guess it's all mine. And so what he actually did was he gave me back to myself. But it would take what appeared to be an act of, you know, violation. Was an act of violation, but what it really did was it gave Cassandra back to Cassandra. I became a totally different person after that incident. There wasn't a bad thing, and not saying that I'm not promoting or saying that's good or bad, but it's saying that in order to evolve and to look at your life in a way that moves you forward, don't be so quick to see yourself as a victim or see yourself in a way that stops you from growing, evolving, getting the things that you want. So and I guess that was a significant event, was that after that, not only did he give me back to me, because it just, what was coming to me as I was creating Abrasax is, how could I feel that something was being taken from someone else that I didn't even know, as opposed to being taken from me, or that it wasn't even mine. So I had already in a previous lifetime dedicated that part of myself to these vows of the church, right, from being a nun. But in this, I carried that over to this lifetime of still feeling like I owed, myself to some man that I didn't even know. So what appeared to be we're not going to say it wasn't an act of a violation, but what it did was, after that, I thought, this is mine, and it helped me to develop my own style, my own personality, because as a nun, you are a part, you dress alike, you think about the collective, you don't think about yourself, as an individual, and everything is about the collective. And so he actually was helping me to see that this act was an act of individuation, of wholeness. It was moving me into wholeness, into a whole nother way. I don't know if this makes sense. I don't know if this makes sense. I didn't really want to tell this story. I just couldn't think of a good lie. I didn't want to. I just feel like I'm always talking about something, deep. Like, I just wanted to say, oh my God, I made Abrasax, and yeah, oh look, he has these awesome feathers and this faux leather, but really there's this piece of wholeness that I feel like everything in my life is as it should be, that I am where I'm supposed to be, I am who I'm supposed to be, I am where I'm supposed to be. Every experience that I've gone through has been for a purpose, and I'm on time. I'm on. I don't have anything to worry about. It's this whole feeling like, oh, I'm supposed to be somewhere else. I'm supposed to be somebody else. But no, this is who I am, and this is where I'm supposed to be. So, guys, I really hope you get something out of this video of meeting Abrasax. I hope that you can find whatever has been traumatic in your life and look at it in a different way, in terms of how it has shaped you into being who you are today, in a good way. Like, force yourself to think, this happened, or maybe so that I could become more A, B, C, D, or E. And but anyway, that was the message that I received from Abrasax, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching.